Hey there detoxers, welcome back to another DBD related video. Today we're, another short one, and it turns out I was wrong about it being a gargoyle. The only main reason why I thought it was a gargoyle is the concept would be really cool. My idea for if they ever added a gargoyle killer would be, obviously its normal look would be just the kind of gargoyle stone look, and then it would kind of have its it would place on the DBD map like whatever realm it'd be on, for example like Hawkins or Ormond, and basically it would kind of work like the night where you can put them on kind of scan mode, where you can um it has like a kind of like a radar, but it kind of has like a cone range thing with its like scanning ability, where it'd have like a kind of darker green aura, because I wouldn't want like the kind of green kind of surrounding thing to look similar to the night, because that'll be like obviously like kind of like in denial from the devs, being like, oh, this is like, they're copying too much of the night here. But that would be like its main ability, and the other ability would be that it's kind of that it could be the first flight killer, since I doubt we're ever going to get Jeepers Creepers, because the well, let's just say the original creator of Jeepers Creepers is a predator. So, you know, yeah, we're never getting Jeepers Creepers because of that shit. And even if we do get Jeepers Creepers, it'll most likely be the upcoming remake Jeepers Creepers anyway. But I doubt we ever will get Jeepers Creepers anyway. Because remember back when I used to consistently watch Polyester, shout out to him, another good DBD YouTuber. He said that if they ever added him into the game, Jeepers Creepers, aka the Creeper, he would permanently uninstall DBD, and I don't blame it, because obviously the shit that happened with the creator is fucking disgusting. Now back onto speculation. So obviously you can see here a screenshot of the killer here, and like literally the teaser. I can't remember if the teaser's on all Dead by Daylight socials. I haven't found it on the actual Twitter yet because it hasn't come up in my feed, even though I actually follow Dead by Daylight. So I've seen all the teaser stuff on the r/DBD subreddit. Shout out to that group. Well, that community subreddit. And I saw the full trailer, both normal and slowed down, and fucking hell is it terrifying. I never would have guessed that from way, way, way before we started getting hints to the killer, that it was actually going to be whatever the fuck this is. And I'm in the people that agree. I think it's a skin crawler. Sorry for that fucking TikTok notification. Keep getting different people that follow fucking invite me to their lives. But basically, yeah, me and others for now are adamant that it's a skin crawler. Right? You can tell by the looks of it. It makes weird fucking cackling and like screech noises. The screech noises remind me of like a more eerie version of kind of the artist screech noises when she normally summons those like crows. But yeah, so this is why I'm going to show you what I commented on the subreddit. So for those of you who normally check my description of my videos, I've created a new Reddit account because my last one got hacked. Basically, my speculation is this killer will possibly be called the Crawler. So, not the other killer that I speculated last time I called it the Gargoyle, which would be cool, but I doubt we're getting the Gargoyle now, which is pretty obvious. Why I think it's the Crawler? 3 reasons. One, there was 2 examples of this creature crawling. One, that footage in the tent where you see it literally attack the person filming it like it's some found footage horror movie, which again is cool. And that's why I was again bringing up earlier. Sorry, I didn't actually get to finish off what I was saying before I kind of went back onto the whole speculation. Was the very, very, very first teaser was just the kind of it just said chapter 31 on it, and it had like distorted background thing where it looked like it was a camera. Well, now that makes sense now, because obviously it's kind of based on as if this was like a found footage horror movie killer. I originally thought it would either be a Springtrap teaser, because obviously distorted kind of like cameras, or it would be a futuristic killer that would use technology kind of similar to, the School Merchant. So wrong on both those parts, but any of those two could happen in the future. I'm still wanting a killer that can kind of take the role as a survivor. I'd really appreciate that, where it's kind of like the embodiment of them, where it can, well, I guess, clone them as a sense. I've seen an idea recently on the subreddit where it was like, there could be like an NPC that it would like clone and then become that one. So then you kind of be worried like, oh, is that the killer or is that the NPC? But I feel like if the devs did that type of killer, they just probably do it automatically, where the killer could just like, once they see the survivor, you can quickly just clone them, kind of like as if it reminds me of how you mark a survivor as Ghostface, but except instead of marking them, you kind of just like take the role as that survivor. But we'll see. All right, now back on to why I think the killer's called the Crawler. So yeah, I've already mentioned about it can crawl. Two, it reminds me of Skin Crawler because it's got like a very meshed up, disturbing face where it's got like a jaw wide open, looks all horrifying and way fucking disturbing. Like everyone, including myself, agrees we're finally getting horror again in Dead by Daylight. Ever since we had the lights out game mode for a limited time, Dead by Daylight's finally starting to feel like a horror game again. Because, and I think the devs have actually been listening to the community for once, which is no offense to Dead by Daylight and behavior, but it's rare. It's a goddamn rare chance of actually the devs listening to us. They luckily also listened to us for the Billy rework. He's got buff now. He's now got that overdrive ability. Absolutely amazing. The only main problem is I wish he kind of had a bit of a cooldown every time he misses the chainsaw, because he recovers very fast, like without add-ons. But besides from that, his ability's great. It's not, you don't get such cooldown like the overheat mechanic, which I do not miss at all. It was fucking annoying where you couldn't, rev your chainsaw enough. So really, to this very day, I wish during that one patch, which was, I think, a year and a half ago, come to think about it. I could be wrong. Correct me in the comments, guys, if you disagree or know the stats or whatever. But the patch when they buffed Bubba, aka Leatherface, they nerfed Billy in the same patch. What they really should have done was just buff them both back then, really. That's my personal take. But better late than never, I say. And lastly, why I called it the Crawler is I can't find any evidence. Someone replied in the subreddit saying, where's this evidence of this crawler? Because I can't find it anywhere on Google. Now, I swear it was either the King, shout out to that YouTube channel, DBD, or it was Mint Skull. One of the two referenced this. One of the concept killers, so one of them's named the Smasher. There's the Teacher, which I hope they go back to, because that concept was really cool. That was like in the 2016 alpha days of Dead by Daylight. Or there was one called the Crawler, and I swear that was a thing, and it was the concept before the Hag. So those of you who don't play Dead by Daylight, the Hag is this killer where she kind of has this hex. Her backstory was that she was cursed from, writing these symbols, and then she ended up having bad luck in her real life, and then sadly these cannibals in this village ate her. Hence why in Amori, she literally fucking rips out the survivors, like, I think it's lungs. I can't remember. It's like a part of the survivor's body, and literally just fucking devours it. And her main ability is when you set these phantasm traps, where she just kind of like writes in the mud. Or sometimes even just like tile if it's like an indoor map, and it's literally just like this like triangle hex symbol, and she could teleport to them. Well, way before that, again, people probably think that I'm nuts, but if I ever find the evidence, I swear this isn't the Mandela effect. So either way, I'm hoping this killer will be called the Crawler, because it would be a really cool concept, and maybe we can finally get a killer that could crawl on walls, which would be creepy. And it will probably pounce like Demogorgon and Victor. That's a possibility, but I can more see it crawl on walls, which would be creepy. But basically, yeah, but also it's kind of like the end word, at the end of the whole sentence of skin crawler, so just call it the crawler. This kind of all makes sense, and I'm actually genuinely hyped for this chapter. Personally, though, I wish, like I said in the past, the devs kind of have a break from releasing killers consistently, because we literally got Chucky not too long ago. I think we got him like, what, 2.5 months ago? We got him like back in December. So yeah, I just wish they kind of had more time to just kind of fix on the game, because the game still has quite a few problems, but there's hope, because obviously the devs still are actually adding decent patches, and I feel like the game is heading into a slightly better direction, especially compared to the very early days of Dead by Daylight when it was way broken. So yeah, I hope you detoxers understand this speculation. I've made it longer than I thought, but I wanted to kind of get this off my chest and give a kind of in-depth speculation. This is definitely more likely than the gargoyle one, and keep those speculations going. I want to see if you detoxers have any ideas or stuff like that in the comments. And remember, make sure to like and subscribe, because I'm trying to, by the end of the year, reach at least 500 subscribers or closest. And it really helped me, detoxers, and I can help you back by making consistent content. If we can at least get to 450, that's all I'm asking for by the end of this year. You know, I'll be mind blown if we got to 500, but 450 would mean a lot to me. So yeah, take care, detoxers. Have a good one. Peace.